Good day, internet people, it's Jess here. I know I wasn't going to do any more videos, but I'm playing Vanguard 0 a bit. I still play it every day, and I'm trying to hit Legend 20 now. I've been hovering at Legend 19 for most of the day, kind of winning, then losing, then winning, then losing, so I've kind of just hovered around the 19 mark in the middle there, basically all day, so I'm going to have a few games on camera to see if having the camera on brings me any better luck. Now, the best deck to use would probably be Majesty Lord Blaster, but I haven't been enjoying that deck at all, so although I know that is a good one to climb ranked with, I've actually been using my Riser deck, or Razor deck if you prefer the English dub. So I think I'm going to carry on using that one because I just enjoy that one a little bit more. It's not necessarily as good as Majesty Lord because it's not quite as defensive, but we're going to go with it. Let's see if we can hit Legend 20. I'll do a few games. If I can hit 20, amazing. If I don't, I'll just probably do a couple of games and upload that anyway, because I think it's fun to keep the Draw the Trigger content coming now and then, even though we don't play the physical game. Also, I'm not great at Vanguard. That's not new information to anyone who's been with us for a while. But yeah, so I'm going to come in and I'm going to do some games. So it looks like we're against Shadow Paladin first, so let's have a look here. That Heal Trigger wants to go back and that Ashura Kaiser wants to go back. So I haven't really pulled a lot from the latest set. I've only got like one Maelstrom. I've got one Dayusha and one Great Dayusha, but I've only got one Perfect Guard for Dimension Police. Great Nature is a write-off so far. I haven't pulled any Polaris or even any Leopold for that matter. My pulls have been pretty abysmal all around. So this Riser deck is one of my kind of only finished decks because I am very much free to play based on low budget. So anyway, we'll ride into the Riser here. Call that one behind. And as long as we don't give him 2 damage, then that should be safe at the back, I think. So let's hit him away. Good in the perf, so that's a good sign. Means that my hit attacks are more likely to get in. So obviously not going to boost this turn. I'll boost next turn with this when I boost the high-powered Riser Custom. That's just regular Riser Custom, isn't it? Yeah. There we go. So I like the way these essentially double in power when Battle Riser's behind. I think that's... Is that better than it used to be, or is that just compensating for the fact that Battle Riser doesn't get the 3k that it used to? I think it probably is technically a little bit better than it used to be. There's one of my perfs gone. Made in the Blaster Dark. And here's a stand trigger. Now I do run stands. If you look, I do run 4 draw, 5 stand. I had it at 9 draw, which usually ended up in me taking damage and ending up with too many cards in hand and discarding for turn anyway. So I ended up doing that. So also I've got Kirara who does a nice bit of draw for me as well. And this deck doesn't use counterblasts all that much, so it's usually okay to throw those into Kirara. So yeah, the stands are basically there because a lot of decks just can keep bringing out grade 2s and stuff quite easily. It sort of compensates against that, helps me get a bit of multi-attack, because otherwise the Riser deck doesn't really do a lot of multi-attacking. Unless you are running the full Death Army rearguard, but then you're kind of eating up slots that you want for Risers, bring into the Soul to increase Perfect Riser's power. So, like I say, this deck isn't necessarily up to date, but I don't think there's a lot of Riser support from now until Legion, and then they get a little bit of support during the Legion era, and then it dries up a little bit again after that as kind of things like the Beast Deities and what have you take over. So, bit of a shame. I would like the Riser deck to get a bit more support, but I guess they're not going to invent new cards just for this game. Now, they didn't ride to a grade 3 there. That's interesting. I'm guessing that means they haven't got one. Let's see what we can get. So we're going to ride into Perfect. I need 2 Riser units, and I've only got 1 in hand. I'm going to hope that this calls another Riser. Oh, it would have been one, but it's the wrong grade. Well, I'm going to suck it into the Soul anyway. Let's make a nice column here. So we pull into a trigger. That's a nice restander. Screw it. Why not? Let's have countable charger. Why not? It's going to get picked off. So we'll do that. So Death Army into Vanguard. Then if we get a trigger, I can restand that and get a nice attack in here. So there's one attack. There we go, there's a trigger, so we can restand the Death Army. Hopefully another one. No. So as long as this isn't a trigger, we can get another hit in. There we go. That's quite nice. Okay, will they ride a grade 3? There's the thing. I think this game really does need G-assist, because I have been grade stuck quite a lot, even with aggressive mulliganing. Sometimes you just get locked, and it's so annoying. Gone straight into the Overlord. So no cross ride. I wonder if they've got a Persona Blast available. And I've got a PG, so if they do, then it'll just bat up, I suppose. Maka, Karen, and a Masquerade. SP Masquerade. But yeah, if you enjoy these Vanguard Zero little battle videos, do let us know, and I'll record my odd bit of gameplay or whatever. I do intend to do some pack opening videos, but I am saving my packs at the moment, primarily for when Jewel Knights hit. They've just hit in Japan. Very excited for it because, as you know, Jewel Knight jess. Jewel Knights are my number one, as it were. I do love myself a bit of Jewel Knight, so when the Jewel Knights come out, I will absolutely be binging at least 100 packs on those, which I've been saving up. So look out for that as and when the Jewel Knights hit. So do we go for the Death Army or the Brutal Jack? Actually, both. I haven't got any PGs, so I'm going to need the defense here. Hope that they have to waste a Vanguard attack into a rearguard next turn. So fly dead ahead. Again, I've got a few stand triggers left. There's 4 in the deck minus these 2, so there's only 2 stands. 2 out of 22. 1 in an 11 chance of a stand. So it's not necessarily likely. I'm still 1 riser short, which is a bit. Still, a heal works. That means that column gets to restand. And that's a perfect card gone. That's a heal trigger, so that works. Puts him to 21. We can still hit with the 22. And they get a draw trigger. That's not what I wanted to see. Okay, so basically I can't defend from hand. I just have to hope I don't take 3 damage in 1 turn. So I'm going to retire one of my rear guards using the skill, probably. I want the opponent's rear guards. Counter blast 2. Once per turn. Although every time they do that, they're going to really con themselves out of units they need to attack me with as well. I've only got 4 cards in hand. There's probably sentinels in there, I would assume. There comes a Masquerade. There's a grade 3. That's just regular Phantom Blaster. I didn't recognise the artwork. Pop in that to pop my Jack. That makes sense. Is he going to call another unit? Yes, he is. It's a Phantom Blaster. What's this? Is this a Sentinel? Yes, it is. Okay. So that's going to come in there. Yeah, it's either a Sentinel or a Persona Blast. I'd actually hope it was a... There we go, it's a Sentinel then. So, we're okay. Worst we can do is go to 5. It looks like we might not even go to 5. There we go, lovely. Now, let's see. I think I might be better off reriding into a Kaiser just for the quantity of attacks. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 triggers, 3 in hand. So 4 triggers. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Just hope to go through with the quantity of attacks here and hope for some V-stands. Any trigger will trigger a V-stand, so if I do that, that one probably eating up the Sentinel. Nice. Give it to that unit there. That eats the Sentinel. Poke with a 13k. That way if there's a heal trigger, that one should still be able to hit. Because he's gonna heal now. Oh no, he didn't. Okay. We got a win. Very nice. Very nice. So that should get us a little chunk of the way up to 20. 82. If we can do one more win, that'll bring me to clan level 36 anyway, but it could also bring me to legend 20. So, let's go for it. Here we go. And we win again. If it's a VP farmer, I'll sort of cut through and just go into the end. I won't make you sit through that. Although it's Aqua Force, so that means it's probably not a VP farmer. It's burn, baby, burn. Right. So we don't want that in hand. We don't want that in hand. Let's hope we get a grade 2. Okay, we're fine. Got a high power advisor. So that is all fine. Tickety-boo and dandy. Brutal Jack. I'll ride that just in case. I don't see it making any difference which one I ride, but go for it. Turn in. See what they do. Let's hope they ride a perfect guard. I love it when they do that. I hate it when I do it, but I love it when they do it. Left road the 8k vanilla. Day Knight Thior. Okie for 1 damage. Whiffed a heal. Oh well. Ain't no thing. Totally fine. Okay, let's go into high powered. No point in attacking with a rear guard unless I want to call on them and make it an 8k, but I'd rather have that around for perfect. So let's do that. Get that trigger back to the deck. Hopefully the music isn't too loud. I'll watch it back and probably find it is. So I'm just going to lower it ever so slightly there. Hopefully that's a bit better. Okay, let's see what we're dealing with. What are they going to do? Are they going to go for the big grade 2 rush? Aqua Force are definitely a force to be reckoned with. Ha 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 ha. It can be pretty tough. I think whether I'll win this match or not, this will be the last one on this particular video. I don't really want to make this like a 7 GB video or something, so yeah, let's see what we're dealing with. Yep, nice nice big rush of units here. They need to counterblast that. Counterblast to ignore interception. No, that was a bit of a waste of a counterblast. Oh well, I'll take it. If this is a trigger, dang. However, I think now, well, that can be the full. Oh, okay, interesting. I'd have saved that to. Oh no, you still need a counterblast to get the extra power, don't you? Yeah, so this needs a trigger to hurt me, and it gets it. Nice. Okie dokie dokie. So I'm up to 3. 1 perfect guard in the damage. There's an army, so right into that, I get ourselves another stand trigger. How many stand triggers we got in the deck? 6. Let's make that 7 if we can. So I'll just call that and that into the soul. I'm gonna send that to there, that to there. I'll just go for that. That'll do it. Now, I don't want to lose all my resources, so go for that. If I get a restand with Death Army, I'll wipe at that rear guard as well. And I don't. Well, at least we equalise, get them up to 3. And we get another Death Army into hand, which is cool. We like a bit of that. We do like a bit of that. So he's not on limit break, but there's a good chance that they will play self-damagers down. Wonder what they're going to ride. Have they got a Maelstrom? Hydro Hurricane Dragon. No, it's when it attacks, count blast 1 to get plus 3k. Key Anchor Dabid. Interesting. So the luck isn't in with them right now. When an attack hits, add and draw. That's their heal trigger. So they've lost a heal. So we have got grade 2s to deal with. Ignoring intercept, coming straight in. Trigger? No. Dang. Trigger would have been nice. That needs... He's going to counterblast for that, so it'll be 1 trigger to hit. And then that, whichever one of these hits, the other one shouldn't. Probably, so that hits. He needs to put that power... Oh, he didn't counterblast for the Vanguard. Okay. Interesting. Fair. Okay, and then I'll take that one to go up to 5. It's a bit sooner than I wanted to go to 5. But gets to draw a card as well. The Aqua Force does have a nice bit of draw power on those kind of 4th attacks onwards. So what I'm going to do is I am actually going to re-ride Perfect Riser to get myself another stand trigger. Call Brutal. Brutal Jack can go there. And we'll call Death Army there. 6 stand triggers deck. So let's just swipe that one over there. Get up in his face with Brutal Jack. There's a trigger. Nope, perfect guard. That's good. 2 down. 1 down. And force another PG out. No triggers for me. Okay, so I'm probably going to die this turn if he gets multiple attacks off. I'm going to force my Sentinel out probably with this guy. He's going to have rear guard attack, and then an open attack with the Vanguard, I should imagine. So, I actually probably am relying on a heal here. Like the title says, watch me be bad at Vanguard 0. Heal would be nice. But I think, just by virtue of having that extra attack there, eating my heal up, that hurts. Because he gets to go in. Although that one has to attack that, because if he can't attack that... Yeah. That column's going to have to devote the entirety of itself to that one. If I had a perfect guard, this would be quite safe. That extra 1 attack has done me in. I can still heal. It's not likely. But it is theoretically possible. Here we go. Nope, no heal. Damn. Could have had him next turn as well, I'm sure. Oh well. Perfs don't come, they don't come, eh? I didn't get lucky with my drive triggers, particularly there. Didn't get a lot of V-stands off. Yeah, so it's going to be at least another 2 matches now to hit Legend 20, so this video would go on way too long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this video there. We've had a couple of fun little matches, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching, internet people, and yeah, bye!
Kamui here. Thanks for watching Draw the Trigger. Here's another video you might enjoy.